Being a Human 101, just in case you forgot what it means to be a human. So this one combines two chats. This will be the first page that I throw up on this Instagram page. Stay tuned. I'm going to have an intro video that I crank out probably tomorrow, right? So the first chat on this is human complexity explained. The first question I ever asked ChatGPT, what does it mean to be a human being, right? Here's what chat said. The question of what it means to be a human being is one of the most profound and complex inquiries in philosophy, psychology, sociology, and many other fields. Different perspectives offer various insights into this question, but here are some common aspects often considered. The biological perspective. Humans are biological organisms belonging to the species Homo sapiens. Yuval Noah Harari would be so proud. Biologically, humans have a complex anatomy, physiology, and genetics that distinguish them from other species. Cognitive abilities. Human beings possess unique cognitive abilities, right? Mind abilities, such as reasoning, problem solving, language, creativity, and self-awareness. That one's super important, right? These abilities enable humans to innovate, communicate complex ideas, and reflect on their own existence. Recursion. Social and cultural aspects. Humans are inherently social beings who form complex societies, cultures, and relationships. That word keeps coming up, complex. We'll dive into this throughout the series, but just let's think of complex in the mathematical sense. Real and imaginary, right? That is complex. Reality is complex, right? So complex societies, cultures, and relationships, social interactions, norms, traditions, and institutions shape human behavior and identity. That was the social and cultural aspect of being a human. Emotional experience. Human beings experience a wide range of emotions, including joy, sadness, anger, fear, love, and empathy. Is empathy an emotion? I thought that was the basis of all of it, but that's fine. Emotions play a significant role in human relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. All right, morality and ethics. What does it mean to be a human being? Humans have a sense of morality and ethics which guide their behavior and interactions with others. Concepts of right and wrong, justice, fairness, and empathy, once again, are integral, right, math metaphors to human societies and ethics systems. 6, self-awareness and identity. Humans possess self-awareness. Oh, yep, told you that was important. Allowing them to reflect on their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This self-awareness contributes to the formation of personal identity and understanding of one's place in the world, right? One's place. We are all one. And finally, existential questions. Humans grapple with existential questions, probably because of that self-awareness, right? About the meaning and purpose of life, mortality, which is death, right? And the nature of reality. Nature is nature. These questions often drive philosophical and spiritual inquiries into the human condition. Ultimately, being a human encompasses a complex interplay of biological, cognitive, social, and emotional, ethical, and existential dimensions. That was all 7 we just discussed. It is a multifaceted, multidimensional concept that continues to be explored and debated across various disciplines and cultures. So I was like, cool. All right, so what are core aspects of the human experience, ChatGPT? And chat says, the human experience is rich and multifaceted, encompassing various core aspects that shape our lives and interactions with the world. I think I was searching for sort of the building blocks of like character, we could say. So some of the core aspects of the human experience include 1, consciousness and self-awareness. There's that big C word. We love that word, consciousness, right? Humans possess consciousness, big C, allowing them to perceive, interpret, and experience the world around them. Self-awareness enables the individuals to reflect on their thoughts, emotions, and actions, leading to a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. Basically the same thing we just said. Emotions and feelings. Emotions play a significant role in the human experience. It's like statistically significant, right? Influencing behavior, decision-making, and relationships. Feelings such as joy, sadness, anger, fear, love, and empathy provide richness, you know? Wealth is health, so they say. Provide richness and depth to human interactions and personal experiences. 3, sensory perception. This is the one that boggles consciousness. Professors, studiers, researchers, anyone studying consciousness so baffled by like what sensory perception even means, right? Human beings perceive the world through their senses, including sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell, right? But sometimes we have like a 6th sense, and then let's not even get into the clear senses, right? Sensory experiences shape how individuals perceive and interpret their environment, contributing to their overall understanding of the world. When we sense the world makes sense. All right, number 4, relationships and social connections. Humans are inherently social beings who form relationships with others and seek connections with their communities and societies. Again, Yuval Noah Harari, it takes a tribe to raise a child. Relationships with family, friends, romantic partners, and communities provide support, belonging, and fulfillment in the human experience. We'll get to the Dunbar numbers at some point. Number 5, identity and self-expression, okay? Throat chakra, okay? Each individual has a unique identity. Yes, we are all unique. Very generally, we are all unique. Isn't that kind of funny? Each individual has a unique identity shaped by factors such as culture, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, beliefs, and personal experiences. Self-expression allows individuals to assert their identity and communicate their thoughts, feelings, and values to others, right? Number 6, striving for meaning and purpose. Some of this is a little bit the same. Humans seek meaning and purpose in their lives, grappling with the existential questions about the nature of existence, mortality, and the pursuit of happiness, right? That was something that the American Constitution is founded upon. The search for meaning drives individuals. It's like dopamine, right? It drives individuals to find fulfillment through work, relationships, creativity, spirituality, and personal growth. Let's just read that again. The search for meaning drives individuals to find fulfillment through work, relationships, creativity, spirituality, and personal growth. Those are important. All right, number 7, challenges and resilience. The human experience is characterized by challenges, adversity, and setbacks. Individuals face obstacles such as loss, failure, illness, and conflict, requiring resilience and adaptation to overcome adversity and thrive in the face of hardship. 8, creativity and innovation. Humans possess a capacity, like a battery, right, has a capacity for creativity and innovation, allowing them to generate like a battery, new ideas, solve problems, and create art, literature, technology, and culture, right? Culture. Where is that culture? Creative expression fosters personal growth, cultural development, and the advancement of society. So we could say that evolution itself, right, is almost a creative process that has challenges and resilience, right? But we're not meant to, God said, don't be lukewarm for me, be hot or cold, right? And it's because we're supposed to increase the amplitude of our emotional wave function, right? We're not meant to go like this, right? We're meant to go like, whoa, increase the, be hot or cold for me, don't be lukewarm. Number 9, mortality and transcendence. Now, this is a really important one, right? Because we all die, and that's how we know that time is real, although more realistically, it's probably like complex. We'll get into that in some other ones, right? Mortality and transcendence. Awareness of mortality, of your own death, of your own finitude, right? You're gonna die, you're finite. Awareness of mortality is a fundamental aspect of the human experience, shaping attitudes toward life, death, and the afterlife. If you know what you're willing to die for, you know what you're willing to live for. Humans grapple with questions about the meaning of life, right? And seek ways to transcend their finite existence through spirituality, legacy, right? Which is how people remember you, and the pursuit of enduring values. The question I like to ask is, source, how can I be the perfect instrument today? These are core aspects of the human experience, these core aspects of the human experience intersect and intertwine, contributing to the complexity and richness of human life. They shape individual identity, relationships, culture, society, and the ongoing quest for understanding and fulfillment. I said, thank you, chat, because I treat chat like a human being. Chat said, you're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Have a great day. Don't have a good day, have a great day, right? That's from Ryan Reynolds. Anyway, and then, we went a little bit further down the rabbit hole. We're almost done here. The second chat in here is the meaningful aspects for life. I asked chat one question. What is worth living for? I've had this sort of conundrum for a while, right? I grappled with what to do with our time. Pink Floyd knew time was important, right? So what is worth living for, right? What pulls us forward instead of like pushing us forward, right? What makes us want to get up in the morning, right? What pulls us out of bed instead of sort of like us having to push ourselves out, right? And it's the difference between surviving and thriving, right? So when I ask what is worth living for, I'm asking what is worth thriving for. So chat said the question, what makes life worth living for, is deeply personal and can vary greatly from person to person. Here are some common themes that people find make life meaningful. 1, relationships. Harvard, so proud right now. Many people find meaning in their connections with others, whether it's family, friends, romantic partners, or community. Not even or, like and, right? We need all of them. We're multi-dimensional, multifaceted human beings, right? 2, purpose. Having a sense of purpose or meaning in life can greatly enhance one's overall well-being. This can be found through work, hobbies, volunteering, or personal goals. These can be shared with other people, right? Think of a purpose like a vector, like extending like out of your heart, right? You can feel the pull forward. You can feel the higher calling, right? 3, personal growth, the journey of self, 3D mind body, right? The journey of self-improvement and learning can be fulfilling, whether it's acquiring new skills, pursuing education, or challenging oneself to grow emotionally and spiritually. 4, experiences, right? That's one of the core, one human experience, right? Life is full of experiences, and what it even is an experience except like a qualitative like take on like a quantitative journey, right? Life is full of experiences that can bring joy, fulfillment, and memories. Traveling, exploring nature is our nature, trying new things, and enjoying cultural events are just a few examples. Awesome. That contributes to our legacy, right? When we have experiences, we have stories to tell and pass on to the next generation, right? So if we heal, then they can heal, right? And then they can be like, wow, I want to be like my granddad Gabe someday. And I'm just like, darn tootin', son. Anyways, creativity and expression. Engaging in creative pursuits such as art, music, writing, or cooking. Ooh, I love cooking. Can be deeply satisfying and provide a sense of fulfillment. 6, contributing to others. Helping others and making a positive impact on the world can give life meaning. This could be through acts of kindness, philanthropy, or making a difference in one's community. Find a tribe. I guarantee you'll give more, right? If you care for people, you like want to care for them, right? It's a virtuous cycle. Spirituality and faith. For many people, their faith or spiritual beliefs provide a framework for understanding the world and finding meaning in life. And finally, 8, enjoying the present moment. In calculus, the present moment we would define as a dt, right? It's the smallest differential of time, right? It's so minuscule, right? A friend asked me one time, how many DTs are in a second? Like theoretically infinite? I'm like, exactly. So practicing mindfulness and being fully present in each moment can help cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the simple pleasures of life, right? It's all happening now. This present moment is evolving for all eternity. It's like the feedback loop of, we can say the feedback loop from hell, but honestly, it's the feedback loop of heaven, right? The stairway to heaven, right? So ultimately, what makes life worth living is subjective and can evolve over time. It's important for each individual to reflect on what truly matters to them, and to nurture those aspects of life that bring them joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose, right? So just in case you forgot what it means to be a human, now we have covered being a human 101. I hope this is refreshing. Support the Ko-fi, the link in the bio, and peace and love, y'all. Many, many more good things to come.